All right, it's 2:15. We're going to start with stand-ups in Anchorage. If anyone wants to share what they're working on, any problems they have, Anchorage, since you guys started with A, you're up.
And the camera that's on is this one in the corner.
Okay, so I should just stay right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look at them.
So we are working on the cord that has the sensors for heat in it, and we were able to connect to a device that has a web page that's serving XML data, and then pull down that data, and we're able to sort the list. Now we're just trying to figure out how to export that data into the right format so that they can write an EEPROM for that device.
Are you guys stuck on anything?
Waiting for Brian to come back.
Oh, okay.
So once he comes back,
I will call him personally if you want. Brian, you're holding up the project. All right, who else is up? I'll start calling names.
So my name's Jack, and I'm Trevor. Yep. So we've been working on along with some other associates who aren't here right now, but we've been working on a wheel that will provide people with mobility access to allow them to open and close their doors without having to use their hands to open and close their doors. So you can use a switch, or they can use a remote control, or maybe even Siri or Google Home to be able to open and close their doors.
Anything keeping you guys from making progress, or?
So right now we're working on, well, we have a whole rat's nest here of stuff wired up. We're using a Arduino, a little Bluetooth low energy module. I think that's what you guys are working on right now, is getting that thing.
Yep, we have an app that's communicating with the Bluetooth module and communicating with Arduino through PC. And right now, yeah, just running some applications just to make sure that we're communicating correctly with the boards.
And then we also have the motor and wheel set up with the power supplies. So in theory, it's going to work, but we haven't actually tested it yet. The motor does drive when you apply power, but you just have to be able to control it. So that's probably going to be one of the next steps for making it work.
Cool. All right.
So we are.
Do you need anything from us? Is there anything we can do to help?
Not that I know of right now.
Yeah, so.
All right. All right. Who else? Anybody else want to go? Jason, can I pick on you?
Sure. Where's the camera?
That one.
That one, all right. Yeah, we are working on a Magic Leap project. Unfortunately, we've only gotten so far as we've gotten something to run on the Magic Leap, but it is, I think we're running into a runtime error. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, but it took quite a while to actually get it running on the device, so that's something. Meanwhile, so Bradley's doing that. I'm working on the Gauge UI that we're going to be using for the brewery display panel that we're thinking about doing.
So we have a red cube, but
red? That's actually, yeah, it used to be white. That's cool.
yeah,
Is it spinning?
it's not spinning yet. So
Okay. Getting there.
little baby steps.
Right, indeed.
Is there anything besides the obvious runtime error that is blocking you from getting stuff done?
Right, besides the runtime modules and the DLL dependencies and all that. No, I mean that's right.
I think.
Pretty big.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Can I pick on you guys? How's your project going?
Yeah. You're over here.
You'll have to speak loud. It's that camera and those microphones.
Should I stand?
Yeah, you should stand. There you go.
We have a kind of a. It's kind of.
It's
I don't want to touch that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're working on like these sunglasses
that will prevent you from being scared. So we have a camera hooked up to it, and so far we're going to do some object detection, and hopefully that will go well. So we haven't started that up yet, but
We're almost done with wiring, so.
yeah. Do we have any kind of hiccups right now?
I don't think so. We'll run the code and see if it actually works, and I wired it up correctly, but we don't know if we have any problems yet, so we'll just say we don't.
How does it prevent you from being scared? Like,
Yeah.
What is it?
If it detects any scary images, it covers your eyes.
Oh, all right, cool.
Clockwork Orange in reverse.
Yeah. Cool. How about y'all up front?
I'm working on an automatic Instagram posting application. Basically, you upload pictures to it and it gets uploaded. The idea is to create like an automatic meme generator that posts to Instagram, so you can just have that working in the background and you never have to monitor it. Right now I have the posts working for Instagram with just regular JPEGs, but I would like to create stuff in Pillow and create text from GPT-2 and host it on some other background images that you pull from the internet. Working on that.
Is there anything keeping you from getting stuff done?
Just time.
Always against us. Cool. So I'm working on the sort of Dev Alliance document management side of things. We've actually made some pretty cool progress. We have almost all of our documents at least into initial Markdown format, and we've got a workflow, and we're practicing Conroy's agile development strategy via Trello. So right now we're getting everything dumped out of Google Drive and into Markdown. I'm writing up like some standards so that anybody can contribute and make pull requests. And then we actually joined direct forces with Conroy. So it turns out that Gatsby.js can pull stuff directly in from Markdown as well as a content management system. And then it also turns out that we're not using our content management system WordPress as a content management system. We're using it as like a GUI. So what's awesome about this is that we may be able to remove all hosting necessary for the Dev Alliance. So we've sort of merged our projects in that all of us doing documents are sort of working as one cluster. And then Conroy is getting the basic setup of Gatsby going, and I'll let him talk more on that. But ideally, by like this afternoon or in a couple of hours, we'll actually start like working together to pull documents into Gatsby and play with that. So yeah, we've got some good stuff going on our end. All right, I think that's all for Anchorage. Arsh, you guys want to go with Fairbanks or Juno, whoever's up?
Yep.
Actually,
How does this
how about we
sound?
start with Conroy? Sorry, he's working on my project too. So I'd love to hear how Gatsby's going.
Sure. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Cool. So I have mostly just been reading the docs and figuring out actually how to use Gatsby. So that was my first task, is learn.
This guy reads the manual.
Woo! So I found a great starter template, and I made like an epic branch on the AK Dev Alliance GitHub and the website repo. So if you want, there's instructions on there of how to fork off of that. And there's a whole checklist of stuff that you can jump in and work on if you want. And yeah, so we're off to the races. I think that's all for now. I don't think there's any blockers so far other than just, learning and the initial getting started part, but I'm excited to start converting some of those pages into Gatsby. And then,
Sweet.
Did you want to go? Okay. And then, was you working on your presentation? Yeah. Okay. She's going to be presenting later tonight on SQL or NoSQL, so she's working on that.
Is there anything that's blocking you from getting your presentation done?
Stand-ups.
Stand up.
Nope. All good. Thanks.
Okay, cool. All right, Fairbanks, you're up.
All right. How does this sound? This is a different mic.
It's good. This is way better.
Wonderful.
So, Fairbanks, stand-ups. Who wants to go first? Anyone?
Just call on him.
All right.
All right. Is there a camera I should be looking at, or? Oh, that's.
No, right there.
What?
Yeah, behind
Ah. We have two. Ah. All right, so my team is working on a smart car outlet. The idea is this would run outside. It's controlled via a web app, and you can schedule your block heater to turn on for specified amounts of time starting when you want, so that you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning to plug your car in if you want to leave at 8. So far, we're making actually pretty good progress. We've got a state-based relay that we can control with a Raspberry Pi. We haven't hooked it up to anything particularly powerful, but I hope it won't catch on fire. We've got our Raspberry Pi is capable of controlling it. We've got a skeleton working for an API for all of this stuff to communicate with each other. We've had a few blockers there with just getting things set up, but we're starting to make some pretty good progress with it.
Any blockers?
Yeah, we had some issues with getting set up. Some people's development environments were not that great at the beginning. Our Raspberry Pi gave us a lot of trouble getting connected to the Wi-Fi. No current blockers. We've passed all of those.
Awesome. Anyone else? No? Oh.
So my big, so weird. I'll straighten myself. So my right now big blocker is just working with OpenGL. So again, so weird. Hearing myself.
Yeah, it is weird.
What? So I guess my big issue is working with OpenGL. So I have a huge library I wrote a few months ago, and trying to get that to work with my project has been the 90% of my work, and the other actually 5% is actually the emulation, because the emulation is probably going to be 20, 30 lines, while the actual rendering code is several thousand. So yeah, the emulation part's actually pretty easy.
All right, anyone else? All right, Ryan. The camera only.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna not include you, Tristan. I'm creating it right now. So I'm working on a universal denial of service framework called Seizure. Yes, it's under automation, sort of. Me, Tristan, and Frank are sort of all working on it. And the idea behind it is you'll be able to enter a user's info, like a phone number or email address, social media, stuff like that, and it will just hardcore spam them. It's for research purposes. Yeah. So I'm working on the distributed agent part of that. I'm working on creating like a sort of Docker swarm-ish style like controller to sort of expand our platform out. So yeah. Oh right. Yeah, post your phone number if you want to be spammed, and we will be happy to spam you for free. A bunch of free texts, you know. It would be great. You know. Yeah. Looking at you, Brandon. Oh yeah, specify your service provider if you want to do that. Okay.
Any more teams want to go up? All right, looks like we have a shy group.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.